There we go. Ba 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 back sheep heavy in wool. Do do do.
I'm trying to get in. I have to re-sign. I have to re-sign in.
To
Whoop.
oh, what's up, everybody?
Hey, everybody.
Let's give a sec. Kind of. Oh, ba, 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 ba.
All right. Missed everybody.
We did.
I'm glad we're here, actually. Get me back in the groove. Maybe this will get me back in the groove of going to work.
Back in the saddle.
I know.
Laboring on Labor Day.
Nikki and Muhagen, they made a point to be here with the fast dinner. That impressed me.
Wow, that was unexpected. Oh, whew, that was wow. I gotta. I wasn't even expecting that. So how's everyone doing? Great. I hope.
Wonderful.
No, what's up, Nikki? What's up, Mohagan? We just saw you guys like 6, 7 hours
I
ago.
know. It's crazy. We just saw you and now you're here. I'm glad everybody had an amazing 3-day weekend.
All right, cool. And let me throw up the notes here for myself. This is episode 124, and you know what, babe? Can you? I didn't really go back and listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you just say a couple of things real
Yeah.
quick?
Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
that's good. Babe, can you? I didn't really go back and listen.
yeah.
Yeah, can you just say a couple of things real
Yeah.
quick?
Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
that's good.
you're
All
welcome.
righty. All right. Let's see. Oh, mm. I had to say, Nikki, before we start the show, when I read post-con dumps,
What were
I,
you thinking of? Were
I'm
you
gonna
thinking of?
I'm gonna go ahead and just say poo,
That's awesome.
because when you're not at your own house, you don't really have the BMs like you normally would, and then when you get home, it's just kind of like welcome, welcome home,
Oh, that's the first thing you thought of.
welcome home. Oh, okay. All right, I had a. Oh, I
That's
think I can
hilarious.
tell what that's what that was. Okay. All right, cool. All right, let's get this started.
I'm ready.
Oh, oh, oh,
Let's get it started.
oh. Something's in my ear. All right, good to go.
You all set? You sure?
I am almost good to go. All right, y'all see us pretty faces. Everything else is going great. Bada 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 boop. All right, Sammy's going crazy.
Yeah, he's not happy.
All right. I guess I didn't give you the warning. All right, we're going to do silence and
Okay.
then. All right. No, that's not.
No,
That's
it
me.
wasn't loud.
No, that's me.
Oh,
Okay. All right.
now?
I think this is the fastest I've set up. No, it's not. Okay, here we go.
Coming to you from Louisville, Kentucky.
It's the ValentineCast with your streaming couple, Jay and Renee Valentine.
Today is Monday, September 2nd, 2013.
And this is episode 124.
Woo! I'm so glad
Yes,
we could.
yes,
We
yes.
almost didn't make it here.
We almost didn't.
Almost didn't make it
But for you, our loyal listeners and
for
new
y'all,
listeners,
cause we love y'all that much. Love the love that comes and goes. Okay.
and plus for ourselves, because we were afraid that we may forget some of this.
Yeah. Even though the show notes are written down, I'm sure we'd forget. But
Right.
we are here with a special Dragon Con episode of ValentineCast.
We are. We are. We just got back from Atlanta for Dragon Con. And we're here, and we're here to tell you all about it.
Yeah.
And, the time that we had.
Yeah, it was great. We went down there a little earlier this year. Earlier than last year.
No, we went
No.
down at the same time.
Yeah, we learned our lesson from the first year. So.
And before we get started,
before we get started,
I want to say thank you. One, to our to Derek Vincent at prettylightsmusic.com for letting us use his music for the intro and outro of our show. You can find all of his music, all of his work out at prettylightsmusic.com. And also thank you to our chat room.
Thank you, chat room.
What is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing?
Thanks for being here on I guess it's short notice, or is it our notice, or probably not short notice, but we have some wonderful people in the chat room. We have Crather and Zabi, JK Grammar, Muhagen, Rusting Willpower, and Hando. Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Woo.
Hey.
So awesome to see them there, and thanks for being here to listen to my crazy live self.
Definitely. And we're gonna go into why we the streaming couple, because that's a little story behind that title that's
is
in
it
the
a
show
story?
notes. Nah, it's not really a story.
It's not a story.
But
don't let him lie to you. It's not a story. But it's something interesting. I will give him that. Something interesting.
And I want to go ahead and just say, if you hear some yapping in the background, you shouldn't. But if you hear the faint yapping, that is not a dog dying. That is Sammy being upset that he's not in here with us and he missed us.
Right. We
That's
came
what
home.
I'm gonna say.
We let him out to go use the bathroom and promptly put him up against Wicked Podcast. He's not very happy that we came home and abandoned him again. So he's not happy with us at all. So just putting that out there. So we went to Dragon Con. This is our third Dragon Con.
This was our third Dragon Con.
And we learned a lesson from the first Dragon Con to not get there on Thursday, but to get there the night before.
Right.
So we took Wednesday off, and we learned to take the day off, not just go after work. So we took Wednesday off, and we drove down, and my sister, Deidre, lives in Atlanta. So we actually stay with her. She's gracious enough hostess to let us stay with her.
Right.
And it was awesome. So we drove down there. We got down there about 3:30 or so. And she came home, and we got to meet her new boyfriend, Chris.
We did.
So, hi, Chris.
Hey, Chris. It was good meeting you.
Yeah.
And before we even arrived into Atlanta, let us tell you, we stopped in right outside of Chattanooga at Taco Bell.
Oh, yeah.
And Taco Bell.
I almost forgot this. Thank you.
And Taco Bell had... Okay, so Taco Bell here in Louisville, which is beyond me why we doesn't serve breakfast. But they apparently serve breakfast in Tennessee.
Yeah, they've expanded it, and apparently Tennessee is, or that part of Tennessee is.
Right. And so this particular but Taco Bell, they actually also had Cinnabon Delights.
They call it Cinnabon Delights.
So they're like donut holes with the Cinnabon flour dough, with Cinnabon dough filled with the cream.
Yeah. So The inside is not like the cream cheese like you think. I thought it was gonna be like just like cream cheese, and I thought I wouldn't like them because I don't like the burst of stuff in my mouth. I don't like it so much. So, um, but it's hard to explain. It's like the cream cheese, but it's mixed with like the dough too. So it's like it's really moist inside,
Right.
and I ate
It's
these
not
and I
gooey.
thought I was in love.
Yeah.
They are so good. They
Yeah.
have cinnamon and sugar, and they're fried on the outside. And if I'm in a certain mood, these are better than Cinnabon. If I'm in a certain mood,
Right. Right.
so it's not. I'm not gonna say it's better all the time, or
Right.
else the lynch mob will come for me.
Right.
But it is so good. So when I'm scared for my soul when Taco Bell gets breakfast down here.
I'm curious. I just want to ask those listening live. Can y'all hear Renee? Okay, is she too low or anything? Now that's for me to know on my end, not for
Okay.
you. You're doing everything fine.
I don't need to talk louder.
No,
Okay.
no.
But
But
I probably wouldn't go there all the time.
right,
And the other breakfast items don't appeal to
right,
me anyway.
right. Because
So
they have like a waffle taco. So it's like a waffle, and then they put the egg and sausage in there, and I'm assuming that the waffle is syrup infused,
syrup,
syrup,
syrup, syrup,
syrup,
syrup. You can say syrup.
syrup.
Someplace.
But
But
sipping
yeah,
on some
but they also have
scissor.
like a breakfast crunch wrap type
Right,
thing with
right.
eggs and sausage.
See, if I'm gonna have something like that, I'd rather just give me a breakfast burrito. Just give me a
Right.
burrito.
I'm
Just
not sure why they don't go that route.
I
It's like,
think because everyone does it, like Burger King, McDonald's,
but they could just do it
DQ.
better than everybody else.
Hey,
I
I'm
mean,
just
they wouldn't
saying,
be able to do it better than
Qdoba.
Chick-fil-A.
What? Yeah,
I love Chick-fil-A's breakfast burrito.
yeah. They're
I wish they
good.
had it not at breakfast,
Yeah,
but
they are good.
um,
They are good. They're
yeah,
called chicken wraps, Renee. If
it's not a chicken wrap.
I know. I'm just
Don't even get me started. This is Dragon Con. This is Happy Edition. We're not going to be fighting today.
right,
No fighting.
right.
So that was wonderful. So we arrived, and then my sister came home and met her boyfriend for the first time. He's a nice young man. I sound like I'm like 80 years old.
He's older than
He's a
me,
nice young man.
but
Yes, he's older than Jay
yes,
and I.
which I'm glad about.
You would be glad if he was younger
I
than
mean,
you,
because
or
look,
would it be
it's like this. If things work out, let's just say
right?
theoretically, if things work out, I won't be the oldest son-in-law.
I'm trying to figure out why it would matter.
Because I mean, because you joke me, you have me self-conscious about my
I
age.
don't joke you
Because
about
you
your
talk about how
age.
I robbed the cradle.
You did so. I mean,
See,
if we
see,
go
see,
back
see.
to high school,
In high
you would have
school,
been robbing it.
we would not have been dating.
We would have. I would have
Not
thought
back
you
in
were
high school.
super cute.
Well, I wouldn't have dated you
You wouldn't
because
have dated me?
when I well, okay,
What are you
if
trying?
if I was
You wouldn't
below,
have dated me?
let me listen.
Did you
When I
understand that?
was
He wouldn't have
18,
dated me.
check this out. When I was 18, at the age of 18, I cut off I cut off all my relationships with girls that were below 18 because I had someone close get arrested for statutory. Is it statutory rape?
Well, just don't have sex with me when I'm
But I
14
didn't
years
even. But
old.
I didn't even want to have that there. But no, I wouldn't have.
Okay, well
But
then,
no. But still, that's just. I didn't see back then. I was a all or nothing type deal. And when I say all or nothing, I'm not saying, oh, we dating, so you got to give me the sex. I'm saying,
that's what it sounded like.
I know that's why I had to rephrase this. It was more of a, if there's a road that I could potentially go down to get me in trouble, I didn't do it. You see what I'm saying?
This sounds like very, very, very good advice, which I didn't take when I was in high
Right,
school.
right.
So
So not saying that, everybody I dated, I want to have sex with, because that sure enough wasn't the
that's
case
creepy.
at all. That wasn't even in the spectrum of anything.
But okay,
But,
but I don't know how we even got on this. But
oh, but
anyway,
yeah, Chris is older than I am. Yay.
yay. So Deidre's been talking about this place. She's been talking up this taco place called
Right.
Taqueria Del Sol. She's been talking up this place for like a year now.
Right. Right.
So we went. So it's kind of like a place where you go up to the counter and order, and you go find a seat. And the line is out the door, and the line stayed out the door the whole time we were
Right.
there.
Right. Right.
I mean, and people were getting margaritas in line and everything. So
Pictures of margaritas in
yeah,
line. Just think of standing
pictures.
in line and drinking margaritas from a picture with your
Yeah.
friends.
So the line was. So we were outside. So they have the food is not expensive and it's really simple. They have tacos.
The margaritas are
They
expensive.
have
Though.
tacos and they have enchiladas. The margaritas are a little expensive,
Yes.
but they were good. So we were in line for about 10, 15 minutes waiting on. So
Yeah.
I was worried
15.
about getting a seat, of course. I was freaking out. Like in my, Rick, get a seat.
And
Rick,
it's-
get a seat. Oh my God, I get
And
a
it's
seat.
one.
And Jay was like,
And it's one of those places where you can't go hold a seat.
and I
You
thought
know.
Jay was going to turn around and smack me for going to say, look, calm down. Like, get a hold of yourself, woman. Smack.
Yeah.
You're
But
going to get a seat.
I don't smack her.
No, he does not do.
She'll kick my
It's a very
ass.
serious matter. And yes, I would kick his ass. But so it was good. Let's see. We had guacamole, which if you don't like guacamole, I question your taste.
So yeah,
I'm
we
sorry.
had to.
Deidre,
So we
I
had to
question
question
your
Deidre.
taste.
Yeah.
Guacamole is amazing.
Right. Right.
And we had chips and salsa, and I had a brisket enchilada
hmm
and some kind of taco.
Right.
And it was
Yo, you had a fish taco that you
fish
couldn't
taco,
handle.
which I couldn't handle.
Couldn't handle the jalapenos on it.
Oh, well, they're fresh jalapenos.
What do you mean I can't handle? Oh yeah, you're right, Jay.
Well, kinda. I guess if you wanna kind of put it like that.
Right,
But
right,
I would go there again.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's one thing about Atlanta. They have so many different food places. I love to try new stuff. So Deidre's always on alert. Where to take Jay and Renee when we come down.
Right, right.
And we try to help her out by doing some research. But I would go there again.
Right.
It was good. I liked it.
So and then we had margaritas and drinks and
Oh,
you
it was
know
great.
and I had taco stuff. I'm not gonna bore you with what I had. It was great, so
I don't think it's boring.
and then on Thursday we met up with Kim, who we had on the show, Kim Price from Ladies of Leet and Zombinista, and Xanar from AIE. We called them and told them that we're about to come down before registration. So they was like, meet us at the Starbucks.
Because Kim never gets Starbucks in Australia.
Right.
So that's one of the places she has to go.
Right. So we meet them at Starbucks. We get parked and everything, and we walk on down. And it's very close to where we stood last year for the parade. And the plan again for the following year is to stand here as well. So we're sitting at the table, and Kim and them are eating, but we had already eaten breakfast. And so we were just sitting there with them, talking and whatnot. And then this guy walks up to the table as he's walking out.
Yeah, he's about to walk out the door.
He's
And
about
he
to walk out
stops.
the door, and he stops, and he looks dead at me. He says, I remember you from last year. You were here last year.
And I was like,
I was
okay.
like, yeah? He was like, yeah, I'm the hot dog vendor, and I was like, oh, that is right. I didn't buy a hot dog, but I'm still trying to remember the interaction I had with him, which was good.
Yeah. And the weird thing is, I got to put this out there. For those of you all who know Ice Warm, he looked just like Ice Warm. He looked like a Ice Warm that's 10 years older.
Right.
It was freaky weird.
It was really
and
weird.
odd, and that's the first thing I noticed.
But
Go.
and I was kind of like, oh, Mike, what you doing? That's what I thought. Then he says, yeah, I remember you from last year. I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, I remember you. Yeah, you're the vendor, blah, 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 blah. And he said, when's your birthday? I tell him my birthday. He's like, your birthday's on a Sunday. How old are you? Tell him how old I am. He says, you were born on a Monday. I
That was
like,
weird.
I mean, it's like that fast. It was like boom, 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 boom. It was just really weird. I was like, okay. I mean, he's totally, as Scott said, and we've even said,
Yeah.
he was like Rainman.
Yeah, it was Rainman. It
Because
was
that's
immediately.
how fast he was going,
Like immediately. It was odd. Then he turned to me.
When's your birthday?
When's your birthday?
How-
March 15th.
How old are you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
March 15th. Your birthday was on a blah, blah, blah.
Blah. And
when were
how
you
old are
born?
you?
How old are you? Yeah.
34. Your birthday was on, like, you were born on a what? I was like, okay, odd. And then he looks at me.
Right. And he looks at Renee.
And then he says, this time next year, you're going to have twin boys.
And then he goes.
And then, no, well, he didn't do
He
that,
drops the
but
mic.
theoretically, figuratively, no, figuratively?
He
No, yeah, figuratively dropped the mic.
he dropped the mic and walks
And walked
out.
out. So he
Nothing.
didn't say
No
anything
goodbye.
else. He told me that,
Nothing.
walked out the door. And Jay, like, that's the first time I can say that my jaw has ever dropped.
Except when I proposed.
Except when you proposed, of course. 'Cause
Right.
that was more surprising and that was happier time than this, obviously. But, so, my face got so hot.
Right.
And I looked over at Jay, and your eyes were as big as
I was like, what is this?
Because
what is this madness?
so, and even Xanar and Kim were like, what? Because it seemed weirder to us because we put the video out. We're going to be going through IVF and everything.
Oh, yeah, and we haven't had any updates since then.
Yeah, we haven't had any updates, but that's okay. We don't need any updates.
Right.
But there's nothing really update. But there's a 30% chance you can get twins with IVF.
Multiples, yeah.
And all right, so of course all this is a coincidence.
Yeah,
but crazy, creepy coincidences just creep
Right.
me out.
Right, and
It's the way he said it,
Yep.
and it was odd, and
not everyone knew. I mean, aside from the video, no one knew when we were starting.
yeah, and I doubt
or
the
anything.
hot dog man was stalking Jay on Twitter to know that
You
we were
know,
gonna be doing
I'm
IVF.
wondering, but I don't know because we haven't really told anyone.
No, not really.
You know,
not except for the
told
video, and we mentioned it on here maybe once, but
right. We told people that we're actually what I had done and stuff,
Right.
but we didn't say here's the timeline and stuff like that.
yeah, we didn't say, hey, we're gonna be doing it this day, this day, this day.
Right,
That
right.
was so freaky weird. So so yay for the hot dog man. So unfortunately, thank you to, was it Xanar? Or was it, yeah, it was Xanar. Told our good friend Ralphie.
No, it was Kim.
Kim told
'Cause Kim
Ralphie.
yes.
And because it was funny, I would have told Ralphie.
Yeah,
too.
it was funny. It was because we all
But when you
laughed.
tell
at the
Ralphie something, Ralphie will put it out there. So he put it out. But he didn't start the rumor. I have to give it to him. He didn't start the rumor. He put it out there on Twitter.
And he made a great joke.
And he made a great joke.
Which
He
is
said
great.
a food vendor in D.C. told him that I was going to have twin
Twin
boys. So apparently food vendors do pregnancy predictions. For anybody who's looking to have a kid,
Right.
go ask a food vendor.
Yep.
So, and some of our friends took the rumor and ran with it.
Yep.
Tweeted all about it. And then I started getting DMs, text messages. Oh, you're pregnant. Oh, you're having twins. Seriously? No. So I had to put out a public tweet.
Are the rumors
squash it.
true?
I had to squash the rumors. I'm
Right.
like, look, y'all.
Right.
It ain't happening.
Right.
No twin boys
So
up in this womb.
after that, we was like, okay, let's go
That
get our
was crazy.
badges.
Yeah, time to get badges. We're done.
So we walked down to the shirt and go get our badges. I went through no problem at all.
No, Jay
And
just flowed through the line. I mean,
did.
it took like, what, about an hour to flow through?
Yeah, it took about an hour and
And-
15.
And the coolest part about walking through is that Jay got to play Mario Kart.
I did.
Because somebody in the line had the game, and was it down?
It was download play. Or
Download play or something like that. So he
an
got to play.
Yeah, it's an option you get on the 3DS with some games. You don't have to have the game. It's kind of like, remember old PC games where with the initial World of Warcraft, you can install it on one PC and then put the CD on another one, and then you could play a co-op together. So it was really something like that. So it was it was fun. You know, it was
Right.
fun.
Yeah,
doing
and
that.
you didn't come in last all the time.
No.
So that's what
I
mattered.
came in like next to last, but then on my last one though,
You were fifth.
I was
Fourth.
third.
Oh, you were third.
was
That was
third.
impressive.
And I dropped the mic and closed it because it was time for me to line up.
So yeah, Jay went through great. Me, not so much.
And then
They're
what
having
happened?
computer problems. They were freezing. Every other person, they had to wait, and it took them forever. And Jay was laughing at me because he was already done. I'm
Yeah,
like,
because I was going to go stand
you
in the
laugh at
store.
me?
I was going to go stand. Well, I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing like,
you were laughing at me.
what happened? You know, because I was thinking about going standing in the line, of the store, because the line for the store is pretty long
You
also.
should have.
Yeah, I should have, but I was trying to be
But
nice. I was trying to wait for you.
yeah, you're being sweet.
Of
So
course, there's no self
finally,
service in
yeah,
there.
we finally got it taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
Patience number one when you go to a con. I'm just gonna put that out there. Have patience.
Right.
So went stood in the line for the long line. I didn't. The shirts were ugly again this year. I'm
They were.
sorry. I did not like the Dragon
Yeah.
Con shirts this year, so we did not get one. We ended up getting. We got some pins that I could put on my messenger bag. We got the parade shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Jay got a keychain,
I did. I
a
got a
steampunk
steampunk keychain.
keychain. And that was odd that you decided to get that. I don't know why.
I liked it really. I
I
wanted I
know
wanted the steampunk necklace, but I really like.
you aren't a necklace wearer.
I'm not. I'm
Oh.
not, and I really like the steampunk keychain.
So, so
So
we
I'm
get
gonna
that
see how
stuff.
long that lasts.
Oh, it's a little big and clanky. I just gotta put that out there.
Well, I say last is like it breaking.
Oh, I don't think it'll break.
Right, right, right.
But so after that it was lunchtime. So we decided to go get lunch at. We were craving a hamburger,
Right.
so we decided to go to the Vortex to get some
hmm
lunch.
And we
So
have been to the Vortex. I think our first Dragon Con
yeah, first
is
Dragon Con went to the
as we
Vortex.
went, and Vortex was a featured restaurant on Man versus Food.
Yeah, I think we talked about it before,
hmm
and they have these burgers. They actually have a burger like the cardiac arrest and all that
Right,
stuff.
right.
Their food is not healthy at all. But I got like the Texas. I got something called a Texas patty or something like that.
Yeah,
It's
the
on Texas
Texas patty
toast,
melt.
Texas toast and onion rings and barbecue sauce, and
hmm
it was good. We got some wings, cause Jay's on a wing kick. I don't know what's up with him lately.
Yeah, yeah.
But so
Don't judge me.
hey, I'm just saying, I don't know what's up with you lately. But Vortex was good. I couldn't eat it all, unfortunately, but I did well. It was so funny. I knew that I did well. Jay looked at my plate and said, "Hey, you ate so well today." I felt like I was 6 years old. I was like, "Thanks, Dad." But so then we went home and chilled out for a bit, I think. Yeah.
Yes.
And then so we were at Deidre's. We got to chill out for a bit, which was good because we hardly ever get to do that. And then she came home, and then it was time. It was time to decide where to eat again.
And we was like, you know what? We're on this kick of going back to these restaurants that kicked Renee's ass when she had her gallbladder. We decided to go to Bahama Breeze.
Yes. So that's the day that kicked my butt last year so bad was Bahama Breeze, but
Right.
it was great. I had my tostones con pollo. I still call it that because they changed the name for people who don't know what pollo is, which I think is just pandering. Tostones con pollo, which is chicken. It's fried plantains with chicken and cheese and
hmm
salsa, and it's amazing. And had some corn cakes, which were okay.
Yeah, they were corn
Yeah, they were.
cakes. They're like,
They didn't tell very good jokes.
right. Yeah, they
It,
didn't.
it,
Not at all.
that was horrible.
Nice. That was nice,
That
actually.
was horrible. So they were the kind of corn cakes that had the pieces of corn and they weren't really sweet.
Right,
And I
right.
like my cornmeal type corn cakes that are more on the sweet side.
hmm
But what'd you have?
I got the Jamaican
Chicken
jerk
wings, right?
wings is what I got.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's what I got because I was I just wanted wings. I don't know. I just didn't want anything that was there.
oh, okay. What? We trying to say Bahama Breeze don't have good stuff?
Well,
Trying to say?
well, we had a Vortex earlier,
Yeah. Oh, so you didn't
so I
want anything
didn't.
heavy?
So I had the wings at Vortex. I had the burger at Vortex. I had the tater tots at Vortex. Breakfast was man. Wasn't bad.
Right.
And then I was like, I'll just get some wings, and they were actually really good. I really enjoyed them. I really enjoyed them. So, so yeah, so yeah.
So yeah, so then we chilled out that night. So then Friday morning is when our big Dragon Con day starts, the
Yep,
main day.
it was.
I just want to say, first of all, when you go to cons and you have a Nintendo DS, you will get street passes like crazy. I mean, we thought we got a lot at Nerdtacular, but
Yep.
Dragon Con, we would walk 5 feet and be filled up.
Right.
So make sure, and the DS, your can only hold 10 street passes at a time for the Me Plaza
Right at the gate.
at the gate.
Right.
So make sure you empty it often. So we got a lot of puzzle pieces,
Right.
and so that was cool.
So that was
So
really nice. It was really
yeah,
nice.
it was nice. So we had the epic plan. We were like, you know what? We're going to get there at like 10 o'clock. We're going to go to the vendor area, get all that taken care of, and be done. Because the
Right.
vendor area is always the most horrible, crowded place.
Right.
We get there at 10, ready to go, knew where it was. And what happened, Jay?
We got turned away.
They said, go away.
We
They
not
didn't say
open.
go away.
No,
But,
wait a minute. No, we went Thursday.
well,
Right.
no,
We
well,
Thursday. We went Thursday,
but
and it
they
was
were
like
open
come
up
back
tomorrow.
Friday.
Yeah. They
We
said
come back Friday.
Yeah, that's the day we
And they're
came
like,
back.
we don't open till 1 o'clock.
And the schedule said 10. And we were like, crap, totally
Right.
ruined our thing because 1 o'clock was when
The
the
podcast
podcast
kickoff.
kickoff started. So we were like, curses.
Right. Right.
And you should have seen all the
So why didn't you
dejected
tell me?
people.
Why didn't you tell me this hot dog man?
I know. The hot dog man can tell me I'm going to be pregnant, but he can't tell me that the vendor area is not going to open till
Don't
1.
go to the vendor area at 10 o'clock tomorrow. Go at 1 instead.
Yes, and that's all he had to say. And I might have listened.
Now we have to wait a year to see if we're a believer.
If like we're a believer, no. Okay, if he's right, I shall make a religion to Hot Dog Man. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Right.
Oh, Hot Dog Man, oh, Hot Dog Man. So then I think we got lunch at this point. If not, we got lunch sometime. So
what we did, was it Saturday? Hold on, let me
was
look
it
at the notes.
Saturday? No, it was Friday.
What did we? No,
It was Friday.
it was Friday. Oh yeah, that's what we did. We did. Yeah, okay.
I told you it was Friday.
It was Friday.
So we saw somebody. We were thinking about lunch. We were going to go to the food court, I think.
yeah, we were gonna go to food court, and then we were walking out of the hotel, and we saw the little hotel area. They have like $6 slices of pizza,
Yeah, and then somebody,
$2
come on out here.
bananas.
We have great pizza.
We have great pizza. You look hungry.
Their buffet, $15.95.
Right. So we walk out of the Hilton, and as we're walking out, we see this skinny guy sitting on the stoop with his little Caesar pizza, and we're like, "Wait a minute, what is going on? Did he bring that down here with him?" And we walk to the corner, and what do we see, babe?
We see a mobile Little Caesars truck. I was like,
And it said,
they're so smart.
pepperoni and cheese pizzas,
I was like,
$5.
I was like, pepperoni. That's all I need.
So Renee and Jay got a $5 Little Caesars.
I ate a
pizza.
whole, like a half of a large pizza. Don't judge me.
They don't judge her.
I was on vacation.
She ate a whole half of a pizza. I ate a half minus one because I gave. Actually, you didn't eat a whole half. I helped you eat the last piece because
Okay.
I gave a piece to a stranger in the hall.
He
as
was
we were
eyeing
walking.
your pizza.
I was
Did you
like,
see him eyeing it? He was.
Yeah, I was like,
He
hey,
was eyeing
I was like,
it.
you want a slice? I mean, because I was thinking we weren't going to eat the whole thing, but then after I gave it to him, I was like, oh man, it only leaves like two pieces left. So Renee ate her last piece, and then I took a bite or two from the last piece.
Little Caesars, and those of y'all who crap on Little Caesars.
Hey, that was good $5 pizza. So we
So suck
saved
it.
a lot of money.
So the podcasting kickoff, yay!
Yep.
And I just want to say, unfortunately, Nicole, she mentioned this on the last podcast, but she was unfortunately not able to be there. She had some kid stuff going on, but in her stead was Kim, who has been on the show before.
Mm-hmm.
Kim and Brian Dunaway.
Right.
And other great people who helped out, including Accusod, who helped out with the streaming.
Mm-hmm.
And they were there to carry on the reign. So they did a great job. The kickoff, up on the stage was Brian Brushwood, Veronica Belmont. I'm going to forget people. Jonathan Strickland, a few others. I'm sorry. But it was great. They just kind of had general questions about podcasting.
Right.
And so it feels good to be around other podcasters. And I was talking to Jay. It feels good to be around podcasters that aren't in our immediate circle, because we get caught up in Frogpants Network and the Twit Network, and it's nice to meet people who don't have anything to do with that. to know that there are other people out there. And it was nice. And I'll tell you what, Jay is famous, y'all.
Oh,
No,
whatever.
no, no, no. You can sit there and whatever me, but Jay is famous, and I'll tell you why. Because Jay, during the podcast kickoff and the sessions that followed, Jay got recognized so many times. Are you a cowboy? Like, I hear on TV all the time. I wanted to shake the hand of the original black band, and I was like, this happened over and over. I was like, my husband's famous. It feels good to be a kept woman, but so
Whatever.
it was though. It was really really good.
You know how to embarrass me.
What?
It's embarrassing.
Good. You embarrass me sometimes when you talk about how good I look. So take that. So, but it was nice. Jay's a really nice guy, and I'm just glad to see people recognize him because he's a good guy to know.
Right.
So if you didn't say hi to Jay and you wanted to, make sure you say hi to him again if you see him again. So Jay likes people to say hi to him.
Yep. I just have a quick question for you.
What?
Do you hear that high pitched noise in your headphones?
No.
Okay, I'm good then. I'm not. It's
What,
going away now.
what was that?
Did you hear it?
No, I'm
Oh,
just asking you.
I
What
don't
was
know
that?
what it was, but okay, I'm good. I felt like I was
I'm so
taking
confused.
I felt like I was taking a hearing test.
Oh. Grand Negus asked us if we are going to the BlizzCon meetup, and I have to say we are not
I wish that we
going
could.
to that.
I really wish that we could afford to go to 3 cons.
I would go to BlizzCon, and not even to BlizzCon. I would fly to Anaheim and just go to spend time with friends if I could, but
Right,
that's
right,
not going to happen unless I win the lottery or if this podcast suddenly makes, $10,000 instantly.
right,
But if anybody wants to give us $10,000 instantly, just got to be clear on what I have to do for that $10,000. And if I agree, then we're all good.
right.
So after the kickoff, we decided to go back to the vendor area to, do what we came to do. Okay, so last year, the vendor area was in the Marriott
Mhm.
at the bottom floor, right?
Right,
Bottom floor
right.
of the Marriott. And it was crowded, but it wasn't bad. This year, they decided to add 50 more vendors
They did.
and move it to America's Mart, which is kind of like a business center that has meeting rooms. So they moved it there, and now it's on 2 floors. And we got there, and it was insanely horrible. The line to get in, first they told us to go in a different entrance when they could have told us this when we walked past the first entrance the first time, but whatever. So the line to even get in there was a little long, and then once we got in there, we were moving at a shuffle. It
Mhm.
was horrible, and the walking space was not nearly as wide as it was last year, and I think that was the problem. And not only was the walking space not long, they had like the people were standing buying things on both sides, so that cut down the walking space even more. So
Right.
when they set it up, they probably thought, oh, this will be enough, but they didn't think about people already standing on both sides. So we didn't get to see some of the t-shirts, and we skipped the t-shirts for $25.
Right.
Please go away.
Right. Right.
So we managed to find some t-shirts.
Mhm.
Jay got an awesome Serenity Saki
I did.
t-shirt,
I did.
and they're in this, and he was gonna get a t-shirt, but they were sold out. It was like a Stark Industries t-shirt, something
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
it was so awesome. I wish we had time to unpack the car. We can show you some of the art, but you know what we'll do?
But
We'll just save it for
yeah,
another
next,
show.
yeah.
You know.
So we finally managed to make it through both floors. I got a couple t-shirts.
Mhm.
Jay got a couple t-shirts, one t-shirt, two t-shirts.
I got
Did we get anything else but t-shirts?
aside from the prints that I got of the t-shirts that I wished I had.
Yes, he got little prints of t-shirts
Yep.
that he wished he could get.
So there'll be some art and stuff like that I'll
Yeah.
put on the wall and
So
then
we made it through.
yep.
Next year, hopefully we can get in right when it opens.
Yep.
So we don't have
And
to deal with that anymore.
good cover up, babe.
Thanks.
Is
I
it
appreciate that. I'm sure people who are
I was
watching
actually I was like I was impressed with that. And then after that we went to another podcasting track
Right.
with Tom Merritt about producing tech news today.
Right.
It was about production, so it was him, John Strickland from How Stuff Works, Veronica Belmont, Brian
Justin Ro-
Brushwood, and Justin Robert
Robert Young.
Young.
So they were talking about what they do to prepare,
Hmm.
how much preparation is needed,
Right,
whether it's better to prepare or not prepare for certain types of
right.
podcasts. And that was interesting because for those of y'all who don't know how we prepare, I guess we never talked about it, we don't do much.
Well,
I usually end up writing, uh, truthfully, I
right.
end up writing show notes about most of the time an hour or two before the
If we're
show,
really being okay, if we're really trying to be on top of it, we end up writing the notes
the day of,
the day of,
like
early,
earlier in the day.
like right after lunch, early.
And it's just me remembering what we've done.
Right.
And I mean, if we're kind of light on some news, maybe I'll go look. That's not a good cover
That
up.
wasn't a good
That was
cover up, baby.
horrible. Oh, that
That
was
was
bad.
horrible.
So we
Horrible.
go and look and see if there's anything that interests me that I've heard about. But we don't do much preparation at all, and it's just because of the type of podcast we have. We have a off the cuff conversational podcast that doesn't need very much preparation. If we have a
Right.
guest, I'll do a little preparation for them, but other than that, not much. So scheduling guests is pretty easy. So that was a pretty interesting panel. So then right after that was FSL Tonight, and I had never heard of an episode of FSL Tonight, and what it stands for is Fantasy Sports League. This is a podcast created by Tom Merritt and
Right.
Justin Robert Young,
Mm-hmm.
and it's basically what if we could do a fantasy type sports league, but with fantasy and sci-fi
Characters in our
characters and
geek,
groups.
yeah, in our geek circle, yeah.
Yeah. So they're like Mordor crows from Lord of the Rings, and it has the Lannisport lions, and basically it's all predetermined who wins, who loses. But it's basically him and just Robert Young, and they talk like they're sports commentators, and they have little inside jokes about who wins, who loses. Like for example, like the very first game of the season, the doctor collapsed in the middle of the second half, and the line says the doctor needs a doctor,
Right.
and it's so tongue in cheek, and it's really fun. So the championship, and the Time Lords won.
Spoiler.
Spoiler.
You ruined it for all the FSL listeners, baby.
Sorry, everybody.
But we won't tell you the score.
We we won't tell you what happened. So,
Right,
but
right.
they brought in 3 new teams.
For,
They were elevated from
oh yeah, from minors.
the minor.
Right.
So this was
Then
awesome.
that's a little spoiler there.
I'm not gonna say, but one was a complete surprise, and I have to listen. I didn't listen to last season, but I'm really gonna listen to this season
Mm-hmm.
to hear, because they're gonna have to do research,
Right.
and I'm gonna laugh every time they talk about
Right, right.
this one particular team.
Right.
So
Right.
episode tonight was fun, informative, and it was a great time.
Yep. And so then after that wrap up, we that wasn't the day we sat at the table, was it? Because we did it on Saturday. Okay. And so basically what we did after that, we contacted Deidre and them and said, hey, where we going to go for dinner? So we decided then we're going to go get Vietnamese. So we went to COM, this C''OM.
And please tell me about your hesitancy.
Well, because
about
I
this.
wanted Chinese. Because I was like, can we go to Hunan restaurant that was around the corner from Deidre's?
I think I said no to. I don't know if I said
And,
no, but
and y'all just seem like, I don't know if I want Chinese. Let's go to this Vietnamese place. They have like a lot of vegetables and rice with their
I wanted something light. I
with
think
they have a lot of vegetables and rice in their meals.
I wanted something light.
And so
I
I'm
think.
like, okay, I'm a little hungry. You know what I'm saying? I was really hungry, and so I'm glad we went there. It was real nice. It's not your typical, storefront Vietnamese shop. It was classy cloth napkins, great service and everything else. And I got the calm charcoaled lamb.
Mhm.
So and then also I got a few spring rolls
Right.
and everything. I think I got like 2 sets of spring rolls.
Yeah, I got a what was it?
You got the
Vermicelli,
vermicelli.
vermicelli with lamb,
Mm-hmm.
rice vermicelli with lamb, and it was
Right.
my first time having it, and it was really good. It was very sweet, reminded me of
Mm-hmm.
pad thai in the sweetness.
Right.
I couldn't eat it all, but
I helped her finish.
I had to read a whole bunch of comments to Jay. I think he was worried,
I was.
so I read a whole bunch of comments all the way to the
I'm
restaurant.
not. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little worried because a lot of the comments. This is very sexist of me. I will admit. I didn't say this in the car. A lot of the
Uh
comments that gave praises were women. It was like
oh.
there was
How could
like
you tell they were women?
well you said because most of them like my husband, my girlfriends, and I and stuff like
That
that.
doesn't mean anything. That's sexist.
Well, that's why I said this was sexist when I even before I even said it. So, but and then the one that was bad was a dude that was like, I took my girlfriend here, and he was like, there just wasn't enough
There
food.
was one person that said
I
that
know, I
out
know,
of all the rest of them.
I know,
But
I
did you feel like there
understand.
was enough food?
I mean, I did get two sets of spring rolls and the other stuff.
But
So,
guess what? The spring rolls were only like $3 and something,
but,
so it wasn't a big
but,
deal.
I am a little sad because I wanted to get the pho, but I was worried that the pho was going to be mostly broth, even though someone said there'd be a lot of noodles. I was just still kind of worried, so I didn't get the pho. I got the calm, and I know next time that I go back, take that. I'm going back. I will be getting the pho because that bowl of pho that Deidre had looked so delicious.
It was okay. The broth was flavorful, but I don't think I could have.
Well, pho broth is not supposed to be like super flavorful. That's what the mint and the vegetables and everything else is for.
Yeah.
But so that was our Friday night. Went back home. We all relaxed and everything else, and then woke up Saturday morning to get ready for the parade. Now, the parade last year, I think we left about the same time last year when we went down for the parade. But we got down there at the same time, and it was already packed. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. I don't know if word got out more, but yeah.
I've
So
heard some people say it was because they changed the flow of the parade.
maybe.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
But I mean, we don't know.
So next year we're gonna try to get there earlier,
Right.
and we have chairs, so we don't
Mm-hmm.
have to make ourselves look big to save room. But the parade was nice. They had a lot. They have some new stuff. I saw some returning things, and I mean, they had one of the Power Rangers, Yon. Sorry, Danielle and Kimberly, but Yon. They had Billy D. Williams,
Yep.
who looks awesome, and then they had Ernie Hudson, who's been working out. Mr. Black Ghostbuster himself. You should get a card made up. This is Black
Original
Ghostbuster.
Black
Original
Ghostbuster.
Black Ghostbuster.
But yeah,
So that was cool.
and I have
So
pictures. Yeah,
yeah.
and I think we'll be posting the pictures and stuff like that on Facebook and whatnot. And so yeah, so after the parade, we decided to go to Chipotle to get some food.
Yeah, and we have Chipotle here, but that was fast and
That was
easy,
fast and
and
it
we
was
need to get
far
back
and it
and
was further away because I'm pretty sure a lot of people went to lunch downtown.
downtown. So we need to get out of downtown.
Right.
So we went to Chipotle, and it was cool because people saw me with the badge. Hey, you a Dragon
People,
Con?
old
An
old
old man.
man pimp, old man pimp trying to flirt with Renee and
Hey,
Chipotle.
you a Dragon
Hey,
Con?
you a Dragon Con. And my head just went.
Yeah.
I was like, really,
His
dude?
protective instinct. He's like, stop talking to my woman.
Well,
It's kind of what Jay was like.
that's right. Renee's very
What you
attractive
supposed
woman.
to
I have
do?
to be very protective.
Aw, thanks,
You know, I don't have to be
babe.
protective, but I have to make sure.
Not a knight in
I
shining
have to make
armor or
sure it's
anything.
not Idris Elba talking to you. So,
Oh, if it was interesting, woo,
because if it's Idris, I'm just
woo,
gonna have to go over and just beat him up. And punch him in the face a
mm.
few times, make him look ugly.
It'd be like the woman on that panel. I could hear my marriage crumbling in my head. But
But yeah, we went there and everything, and then after before we left, I called Kim Price because again she doesn't get this in Australia, so I offered to bring her a Chipotle burrito back, and
hmm
you could just hear the rejoicing over the phone. So I brought her Chipotle from the store and everything, and she enjoyed it. And she offered to pay me, and I told her she didn't have to pay me unless she wanted to pay me Tim Tams,
And then what did she do?
which she promptly reached into her purse and put out a
Bam.
snack size of Tim
She looked
Tams.
so smug. She was like, and what? And we were like, yeah, we'll take your Tim Tams
Yep,
in
we won't
payment.
take your money, but we'll take your Tim Tams.
So we got paid in Tim Tams. Hooray.
Yep, we did.
Um, so we actually did went to Sword and Laser Live with Jim Butcher.
We did, and Jim Butcher is the author of the Dresden Files and other series. Mainly for myself, I read his Dresden Files, and there are a few books series that he has put out. I'm thinking of going to read, and a new series that he is doing. I can't remember the name, but it's more of a he said steampunk slash
Yeah.
something.
Western? What was it? Western?
Just no, it wasn't
Steampunk
Western.
X-Men type thing.
Oh yes, Legend League of Extraordinary Gentlemen
Gentleman type thing.
meet.
Yeah.
Not kid steampunk.
Well,
No,
that is steampunk.
I
But
can't
he
remember.
says more like X-Men. But anyway,
Right.
just go get it. It's Jim Butcher.
It's gonna
You know
it's gonna be
gonna
great. It's not out yet.
So I like him because he's really down to earth.
He's very
and he
down to
gives
earth.
credit to his fans. Like one guy asked a tough question. The very first guy that asked a question,
Said I'm a huge fan,
I'm a huge fan.
and Harry is such a gentleman.
Hmm.
But why, when Harry describes the women, he is very he talks about
Like
he,
the
I
bosom
guess
side.
he talks about the bosom
stuff
size
like
and
that.
everything else.
And
And I think the funny part was like Jim was like, okay,
like,
and
like
what's the problem?
it was awkward, some awkward pauses in
It was
there.
some awkward pauses
Because he was
there.
like, I don't see the conflict. Is what he
Right,
said.
right,
And I, he was brave to get up there and say that. Cause,
right.
but yeah.
And then after the panel and everything, right before he left, Jim Butcher wanted to say one more thing, and he thanked the guy that first guy because he was open for discussion about it, but he didn't think because of how Harry's a detective, he see things categorically like that.
Yeah.
You know, 6 foot, big bosom, slim waist, blah da 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 da. Blah da 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 is should be the name of the show. You know, but he thanked his fan to have the bravery to 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 ask the question because a
Yeah.
lot of times people wouldn't, and it's just I love folks that that appreciate their fans and don't come off as high on the horse. I guess
Right.
is a good way to say.
Yep.
So after Sword and Laser,
We went to Man the Frog Pants
we
booth.
did. We went to go man the Frogpants booth,
And where Jay got recognized again plenty of times for being cowboy, TMS's original black man. I'm just sorry. You did you or did you not?
I did.
Okay, there you go.
I did.
I don't know if it's because we're black at the Frog Pants booth and like, hey, it must be cowboy.
No, someone said they heard my voice, and it wasn't until they heard my voice.
You have a very distinct voice.
I guess.
So we made the Frog Pants booth. We managed to sell some things.
Yeah, we did.
Yay us.
And we got confused because we didn't have change at the Frogpants booth.
That was fun.
But then we figured it out.
We managed to use some of our own change to kind of.
And then Renee, I want to apologize to the lady out there that Renee tried to push off and make you buy Brian's
I
posters.
thought you wanted Brian's postcards. I am so sorry. I don't know if you'll ever hear this, but I just want to publicly apologize to you. The CD was $15. The postcards,
and
the
the
add-ons
CD
were
for 20.
20.
But if you bought the
So
postcards, yeah.
you handed me a 20, and my thought was, oh, she wants both because I would want both. So of course I pushed my feelings onto this poor woman, and I
She
apologize.
hands her the CD and the postcard. She's like, "Oh, okay, I'll take it." She was so nice.
She was gonna actually buy it.
I was like, "Wait a minute, you didn't want the postcards, did you?" She's like, "No, I didn't."
I was like,
I was like,
oh, and I
give me the postcard
I about
back.
fell out. Horrible salesperson.
Um,
So that was good. I'm glad we got the opportunity to help out.
Yeah, definitely. That's
So I'm gonna let Jay tell this wonderful story because
oh.
I don't want to paint him as an angry black man. So
No, I
so
thought you
let
tell.
me-
No, I'm gonna tell a story about the crop dust, and you can tell the story about
No,
Five
okay,
Truths
all
and a
right,
Lie.
all right, fine.
So right before we was gonna close up the booth and everything. We were sitting there, and all of a sudden we were sitting next to a couple that they do a couple casts and also a cartoon. webcomic. I don't have their information in front of me. So if you're listening, it'll be coming soon, which I doubt they are. But anyway, we're sitting there, and then all of a sudden, we're like, what's that smell?
Gross.
Somebody walked by, let out a fart, a silent killer that you didn't hear or you couldn't hear. We call it crop dusting. They pretty much dropped their fart
It
right along our
was
table. And
nasty.
then the guy beside us just stood up and said, whoever crop dusted, you're wrong. You're
You're
wrong for
wrong.
crop
You
dusting
can
us
go off
over
in a
here.
corner and do that. But
Yeah.
it was horrible. So I guess I'll
So,
tell the story so Jay doesn't get upset.
so story. No, you can tell the story.
Okay.
I'll own my own angry
Okay.
black man.
So
So tell
while
it
we were manning the
like you
booth,
would.
um, we were wanting to go to this panel called Five Truth and a Lie. So this was around 6:45 or so, or 6:30. No, about 6:45. Jay wouldn't ask them when we could start lining up for it. The panel was at 8:30.
Oh! Before we did this, we went and saw O.
Oh yeah, well,
We went to
guess we'll
go.
talk about that. We went down there really quick before and saw the artist alley was getting ready to close up,
Yep.
but we managed to see him and talk to him and him and Dern,
Yep.
and it was great seeing him. We got to spend some time with them.
Right.
O was awesome. If you ever go to Dragon Con, check him out. He does great artwork.
Yep. Well, I
He
mean, you can check out his artwork at commissioncomics.com.
Yeah, I guess we'll
Also.
do that. And
And
and I want to say hi to Buxley. Hello,
hey,
Buxley.
Buxley.
And Grand Negus came in, but I already said something about him, so
Hey,
everybody
Grand
knew he was
Nagus.
already in
We
here.
talked to you already. but but so
So anyway, so we went and saw O. So
so we
hi
went and
O.
saw O, and then we were walking out. We grabbed a hamburger and a hot dog real quick, and we just sat down
Ah,
for a
that
second.
was nice.
You know, we just sat down because we've been on our feet. We've
And they
been
make
walking a
good
lot.
grilled hamburgers there.
Oh yeah.
Weirdly,
We just,
Dragon Con staff makes an awesome. Yeah. Anyway.
right. So we had the hamburger and everything, and we sat there, and then right when we was getting ready to get up and go, some big ballroom let out. So we was like, you know what? We're gonna sit here for a little bit longer, let the crowd pass by. We
Mhm.
did so. Then we went ahead and walked over to stand in line for FSL. I mean, not
Right.
FSL, but Five Truths and a Lie. Cue Renee.
So Jay went to go ask, "Hey, can we get in line now?" And they were like, "No, it has to be an hour before." So so they started at 8:30. So they said you can get in line at 7:30. So we were like, "Cool, that's fine."
Right. Right.
So at 7:30 we get up, and Jay goes to make sure because he wants to be sure he's in the right place. Um, where do we need to start the line to go to Five Truths and a Lie?
Right.
Okay, I didn't hear this part, but I'm going to take it from Jay. Jay, the guy got a little attitude, right, Jay?
He got a little
He had a little
attitude. He
attitude.
did.
Said, in there. And then he said, there's a sign that says it. And he gets up and walks over to the hallway right beside the room. He said, look, the sign says right there.
Right,
and it did
right,
say it. But still, we wanted to make sure we were doing a good thing, I think. But
Right.
whatever. So there were already like, 6 or 7 people in there. It's fine. No big deal at all. We sat down in there and we were prepared to wait an hour.
Right.
So we were there. Lots of people started to line up. The line actually wrapped around the room once, and about 7:15 or so, no, sorry, about 8:15 or so, everybody kind of stands up
Right.
because because that means the door is about to open probably because it's getting close to time, and we all stand up, and all of a sudden everybody in the room kind of looks out and they notice that there's a line out in the hallway
Right.
going from the door that we need to go into.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's like, what's going on? And then somebody asked, I don't know who asked, but apparently there was a lack of communication between the staff and our line that had been there for a long time. That I guess that someone didn't know it was there,
Right.
and they had started allowing outside in the actual hallway proper of people waiting to get in.
Right.
And so people were mad because at first I think they were going to let the other line go in first.
Right. They were.
And everyone was like, dude, we've been here for an hour. And, that's not fair. And so people were getting upset. And they finally, decided, hey, okay, we're gonna let you all go in, which sucked because there were some people that had been waiting out in the hallway longer than the people that were at our line. It's
Right.
just sucked all over the place. So I think some people were getting a little attitude that they were out in the hallway line because they had to go to the back of the line, kind of thing. And so they were getting attitude, and Jay got a little upset.
I
True.
did.
And because there is a
I
sign,
got angry black man.
there was a sign that right there that said "Line here starts for Ballroom West." So Jay takes the sign and shakes it at him.
I
Said,
did.
"Read the
Read
sign."
a sign.
He got and those of you who don't know, I get a little
When they gets nervous.
I get nervous. I mean, Jay's
Because
like
they're not used
yelling
to,
at folk, and
I wasn't yelling. I was firm. My voice was
you were
firm.
yelling.
I was not yelling.
You was yelling.
Whatever. I
But
was not yelling.
so
I was
it
very firm. I was like, the sign says.
mm, he was firm. But
Now,
it all worked
okay,
out for the
okay.
best,
Let
though.
me say this: if the crowd noise wasn't there
Mhm.
and I kept the same volume,
Mhm.
yes, I was yelling.
But I was
Now,
right beside you, so it was like yelling.
right. So if I had said it, read the sign. That's how I would have said it, but because of the con noise, it seemed like I was yelling. So I can now I understand why you thought I was yelling, and I was extremely upset. But I was being pretty firm.
But it all worked out for the best.
It
We were
did.
up near the front. We were sitting with Xanar, and we were sitting with
Oh, and
Sweet
Renee's famous
Genius.
because Phil Lamar
I'm not
tweeted.
famous. Phil
Yeah,
Lamar tweeted me. I said it would
yeah,
be
that's like the
exciting to meet
fifth.
him.
That's like the fifth famous person.
Third, twice if
Oh,
you don't count
huh?
and Wheaton.
Huh? Why not in?
Okay, three famous people have tweeted me, and that's it. That's all. So five truths and a lie. Basically, six people get up on stage. Five people tell the truth. One tells a lie. Uh, how it usually works is that you do by ballot or something like that. But this is a big con, so they did by applause.
Right,
Jay and I both got it wrong.
right. We
We
did.
thought that the person that did the Venture Brothers, I don't know his name, kill me. Sorry, guys.
Right.
I'm not a huge Venture Brothers fan.
Well, you're not.
I'm not a Venture Brothers fan.
Just qualify it
Okay,
correctly.
I'm not a Venture Brother. Well, it makes it sound like I don't like them when I say
Well,
that.
you just don't watch it.
Yeah, I don't watch it. But
Yeah,
anyway,
you can just say you don't watch it.
we got that wrong. But apparently the nun story was a lie.
And that was like the best story.
Someone told a nun story. It was a great story. It seemed like it could totally be true, but it was not.
I would want it to be true. I would want the nun to tell me I could kick
So
somebody in the
it was
balls.
highly interesting. It was awesome because when Veronica got up to tell her story, Veronica Belmont, I love that she was cursing all up in there because she said she was looking at those kids in the front and like, hey, it's
Your mama and them knew.
it's an adult show. It's just so funny.
Right.
So and afterwards, I went up to meet Phil Lamar, and
Because he told her to.
I know, but I kind of got the stop bothering me vibe. I'm not
No.
saying he did, but this
No.
maybe
Well,
it's
okay.
a personal thing.
Now, if you got that vibe, that's because the conflict that he had with someone else on Twitter. You see what I'm saying? So he
Yeah,
was probably a little protected from that
yeah.
whole conflict. But then once we told him who you were, and
I
he
still got
told you,
that. Well, I think it's
he was like,
me.
"Oh, okay, okay." And
Yeah,
he shook your hand,
and
and you
then
said you got to tell him how much you enjoyed
yeah,
his
and then I
work,
promptly made an exit. I
and
was
we made
done.
an exit. That's all it was. And I applaud you for going through with that.
Thank you.
You
'Cause
know, I really do, because that was a
I'm trying to
huge,
push myself a little bit more.
that was a huge step.
I'm pushing
That
myself.
was a huge step.
Push myself in. Okay.
Okay, and then we went to bed.
Anyway, we went to bed. So then Sunday was Flying Biscuit Day.
Yep, Flying Biscuit.
And if you all don't know, look up Flying Biscuit. It's a great chain in Atlanta. They make amazing food, and they have biscuits that look like they're flying
Right,
off of themselves.
right.
And we have to get it every time we go. So it was awesome.
And then
We went down to downtown. It
we
was
did,
time
yeah.
for Ladies of Leet Live.
Yep.
And since Nicole wasn't able to be there, we had some fill-ins. Veronica Belmont.
Who was already going to be there?
Yeah, she was already going to be there. But the fill-in was Rhonda from Game On Girl.
Mm-hmm. Game on Girl podcast.
Game On Girl podcast. Yeah,
Yep.
I keep wanting to say girl.
Game on Girl.
I keep wanting to say girl on game. Game On Girl podcast.
Right.
And so this was very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool because they got to talk about game confessionals.
Yeah,
Which
game.
game franchise or game did you not like, and everybody else loved?
Right.
And there were some audible gasps in there for several
Yep.
confessionals.
There was a
Someone said
gas
they
for
didn't like
Borderlands.
Borderlands and Borderlands 2,
Yep. Gas for uh
GoldenEye 007.
yep. Gas for Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Gas for the biggest gas was someone that actually enjoyed the Longest Journey game.
Yeah, I was like,
Really?
really? My confessional was Fallout games. I keep playing them hoping I'll fall in love, but I haven't fallen in love. I feel like I'm doing rote things, and yeah.
Right.
So
Right.
I uh, so yeah. But it is what it is. But I really really enjoyed the panel,
Hmm.
and I'm gonna be listening to Game and Girl. We actually heard one, and it was really interesting.
It
So,
was. It was.
and then that night we had a Breaking Bad party with Deidre and Chris.
We did, and we had some mellow mushroom pizza
First time
for the
having
first
that.
time, and I don't
And
think it
sorry you
agreed.
didn't get your wings from the place that was closed
I
on you.
know, and I don't think the mellow mushroom agreed with Renee too
I
much.
don't know. I don't know if it's mellow mushroom, but thanks
Mellow
for
mushroom,
thanks for
or
blasting my digestive system
I
across
just
the
said didn't
way.
agree with you. And I didn't say what you did.
It's a digestive system.
Well, I didn't say like I said just didn't agree with you. It
What,
could
what,
just mean your tummy could have hurt.
that's digestive.
Okay, now we just told her anyway. Okay, so and then we went to bed, and then this morning when we woke up, Chris made
Yeah.
us omelets.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Chris.
thanks, dude. That was
Thanks,
awesome.
dude. And Chris gave us a gift. We didn't talk about the gift he
He
gave
did.
us.
He gave us a gift, a book from. He went to a Black Comic Artist Expo,
Mm-hmm.
where and he got a book from there with a collection of all the artists,
Yeah.
and it was a very nice gift that he gave us, and glad to add it to our bookshelf and peruse it ourselves. It would be on a bookshelf, or if we had a coffee table, it would sit on the coffee table.
It would, but we don't have a coffee table.
We don't have a coffee table. You
Uh,
want a coffee table?
no.
Okay.
No, no coffee table. So then after that, we needed to go down for one last time. This is the only time that we've ever been to Dragon Con on a Sunday, and definitely on a Monday. We've never
Right.
been on a Monday.
Right. We
So
usually, after Saturday, we're usually done.
we're usually done. But there was stuff that we wanted to go to on Sunday.
Right.
So, but on this Monday, we were set up to do a panel. Nicole asked us to do a panel,
Yep.
and we agreed. And so we would do a panel. It was about streaming your podcast.
Right. Which is what we're doing now, and that's why we're the streaming couple.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, you see what I did there?
So it was a really fun panel.
It was.
It was us, and it was Sky. Is his Twitter handle SKIE? I don't know his real name.
Oh, I can tell you his name.
You know, we
Bobby.
can.
Rob Roberts.
Rob Roberts
Yeah.
is his name. Okay, yeah. So we did a panel with Rob Roberts and oh, I want to get other people's names right, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
I didn't know you were looking for everybody's name. So
Well,
we
I
did a
was
panel
gonna.
with Rob Roberts, John Strickland, Bobby Blackwolf,
Yeah. There
and
was there was another guy
and
on there.
me.
And you and Jack.
That was yeah, I was the
Is
other
that
guy,
everybody?
babe.
There was one other
I'm
person.
looking
But
at
anyway.
the tweet.
Oh, is
here.
everybody?
Unless
Okay.
you want to say
Cool.
Brian. Brian was the MC.
Brian was the moderator.
Yeah.
So it was fun, and we just talked about streaming your podcast, what's important, how to start, what services we use. We talked about, especially, it's good to have a chat room. We talked about our chat room, talked about how if it's your birthday and you're in the chat room, we'll sing to you, and Hendo does our numbers, and so yeah, so we love our chat room,
We do.
and I can't imagine doing ValentineCast without them. Even if there was one person in there, I still couldn't imagine doing it without you all. So I
Definitely.
just want to say I love you again to our chat room.
Yep.
You all are amazing.
Yep.
Um,
Definitely.
so that was it.
Yeah. Really, really appreciate you all. Our listeners and you live. Participators and stuff like that. I think we said this before. It's almost like you guys are like fam. So we want you right there with the conversation as we have it. So Definitely, 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 definitely. And with that, we're going to go into a quick segment, the one that Renee hates the most.
Media, movies, books, comics, TV.
Doctor Who is back.
Yeah,
So,
so we started watching some Doctor Who.
so for some odd reason, while we were down there, I was like, you know what? Let's watch a Doctor Who. I don't know why. And for you all to know, it's been, I think 2009, 2010 was the last time we watched the 2005
Right.
Doctor
And we
Who.
couldn't really get into it. I was
Couldn't
like,
get into it.
oh, they're like Power Rangers villains.
Right, right.
Brr.
So we started where we left off, and lo and behold, we actually enjoyed it. I don't know what happened or what, but we finished. I guess the rebooted season one or 2005 version. We watched the Christmas special with Tennant,
Mhm.
and that's where we're at now.
Yeah. So two things I like about the Tenant. One thing is the Circle of Life, freaking crazy awesome.
That was hilarious. The Lion
That was
King
awesome.
line.
And this is my fighting hand.
Yeah,
It's great.
yeah.
So we'll see if I like this doctor. They always say your first doctor is your favorite doctor, which would mine would ours would be Christopher Eccleston was our first doctor.
Right.
So we'll see if he's our favorite doctor.
I liked Eccleston. But I think I'm wondering if I'm gonna like Tennant better.
Well, then they might
There
you
was
might
just there were some
defeat
quirky
this.
things that Eccleston did that kind of bugged me a little bit.
Yeah.
That little smile thing.
Right. So
But
who knows? We might become a Whovian by the end of this.
yeah, you never
So
know. So we watched. We'll probably watch. A few shows a night or
right.
something like that. And
Uh,
then also, Luther starts on BBC America tomorrow.
so excited. Idris Elba, you
So can
guys.
you guys
Idris
remind me,
Elba.
Ruth Wilson, you guys, Ruth Wilson. So can you guys remind me after the show to DVR?
Yeah, because we
Uh,
really have to set that
yep,
up.
because we got to set
Because
it
I'll be
up.
sad if we miss it.
Okay. And
I
then.
started playing Plants vs Zombies. Plants vs Zombies. It's about time.
Mhm.
It's a free to play. It's a freemium game. It's like Plants vs Zombies, pretty much, except you to get to certain levels, you need to get enough stars. You can either pay outright or you can play through the levels to get more stars.
Right.
So I mean, it's not too much to really say about it. It's fun.
Hmm.
Uh, the challenges might stress me out, so I don't find that I play as much
Right.
as the original one, but
Right.
it's not bad. I think they did a good job,
Right.
and we got in
And
our
I have to thank, and this is the time I'm
yes,
going to thank one of our
yes,
listeners, Gravina, Big G. Thank you so much for the Hearthstone beta key. So we're able to get Hearthstone beta keys, and thank you so much for hooking us up with that.
thank you.
We haven't gotten a chance to play, but we did put the keys in, and we're
Yep.
gonna give it a try. So thank you. So we got Hearthstone beta keys.
So yay! So we'll tell you all about that next week.
Yep.
And Final Fantasy 14 officially launched Tuesday.
Hmm.
We didn't get much of a chance to play. They're having massive server problems. They didn't. I guess somehow they didn't expect all the people that are playing
Right.
to be there.
Right.
But but the people that have got into play, they said it's a fantastic game.
Which we played a little bit,
Yeah, which we played a little bit.
and we played the 1.0, and they have fixed a whole lot. And
Yeah.
so,
One thing I wish they did is that they told me where Jay is on the map. Like
Yeah, the
without
little
having
dot.
just a little dot, it's hard to see. And when the little dot is out of your viewing area, it's like, where is he? But that's one little quibble, I suppose. So we're gonna have to try that out this week. We'll let you all know.
Yep.
And I just have to say that after listening to the Ladies of Leet panel, I'm going to try to have a new attitude on gaming and reading.
Yep.
If I don't love it,
You're not gonna have the Pokemon thing.
yeah, I'm not going to say, okay, I have to finish it. And that's going to be tough for me because
Now
I'm a
reading. Now
completist.
reading, I can understand. I can understand if you're not enjoying the
But
book.
why not gaming?
Well, because I mean, you still is like you finish the story and like story sucks. But hey, that's if you wanted to. But if you don't want to, see, I don't.
Yeah. Right.
So
But I'm not, but like Fallout, I'm not having the best time in
Right.
Fallout, but I feel like I just need to finish.
Yeah.
So I'll see if I'll keep with that and start on something else that I want to try more. But so yeah, so that was our experience. I want to say happy birthday to Leslie. It's her birthday today.
Yep. From
So
stuffonmyrabbit.com.
stuffonmyrabbit.com. She's a part of the Tadpool.
Yep.
And I want to say happy birthday to her. And I hope you have a wonderful day.
Right.
And
And
so
then
yeah.
on Saturday, I want to say happy birthday to my cousins, Marissa and Alyssa. Their birthdays are on Saturday. Also want to say happy birthday to none other than Mark Turpin himself on Saturday. So happy
Ooh.
birthday to you, Mr. Turpin. And
Uh,
then not only that,
I wanted to give
go ahead.
a very, very, very happy congratulations to Cashel for her new addition.
Yes.
Cashel had her baby. It's Thomas something another. And I feel bad because now I can't remember. But it's Thomas James. Thomas
Right.
James. Congratulations on your new baby. He's beautiful. And I'm glad it finally happened.
Congratulations. And also, you all may know none other than Mr. Feisty himself. He may not want me to tell, but I believe his birthday is on Saturday as well.
What? I must have his friend on Facebook.
He may listen. He may hear this. So you didn't hear that, Mr. Feisty. Anyway, oh yeah. Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Maybe we should do a song for him. All right.
Maybe.
But cool. Thank you all for being here. Last minute, we wasn't sure if we are going to be able to make it. We'll, as much information, any pictures and stuff like that, we'll be posting for you all to see that we did at Dragon Con and everything. If you want to reach us, you can see what we're up to at ValentineCast.com. If you want to email us, you can do so at thevalentinecast@gmail.com. The podcast Twitter feed is ValentineCast.com. What's our Facebook page?
Our Facebook page is facebook.com/ValentineCast. If you want to call us, you can call us at 415-75-VCAST. That's 415-758-2278. Video can be seen at youtube.com/ValentineCast. Jay's Twitter feed is The Cowboy. That's TheCaoboi. And my Twitter feed is The Ice Flow.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I was just looking at the email real quick to make sure to see if we had any emails. We do not. I just want to make sure. But, yeah, do that. Reach out to us and let us know. We just want you all to...
Contact us, damn it.
I haven't played that in a while. But you all have a great week. We'll see you on Twitter, Facebook, any other social medias. And thanks for listening.
Thanks, everybody.
Talk to you all later.
Bye.
Whoops, that's the wrong button. I smell like poo.
There you go. I still love that you use that.
Did
Hey,
we
AJ.
hear you? Well, I mean, it's because you said I don't have enough of me, so
Well, thanks for embarrassing yourself just for me.
just for you, baby.
Just for me.
Just for
I'm glad we were
you.
able to do the podcast. I think I would have been a little bummed a little
Yeah,
bit if we hadn't have been able to do it.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you all for showing up. That was amazing, and yeah, we're so glad that we were able to to take part in the panel that Nicole had us stay on, and being able to share, our love of your support for us, you all showing up and just participating in the live show. Um, I did get some ideas from during that. There's a few things I'm going to try out. I'm not going to change anything. I don't believe. I don't know. There's a few things I'm going to try out.
yeah, you all don't have to be afraid that we're gonna change stuff.
Yep. Someone talked about Spreecast, and I know when we had Kamali on, Asheo asked about an audio stream. So I may look into um, talking to someone, maybe Nomwise, see if we can get an audio stream for,
Right.
see what that takes. If we can do it on Alpha Geek or use Shoutcast and stuff, but um, we just you all being here supporting us, and like I said, just being able to share our love of you all with everyone, and your support. I mean, because you guys can ask for a better audience.
We couldn't. You all are always there, and um, I'll tell you one thing that I've
Even
liked.
you YouTube listeners that's looking at this later.
Even you. One thing I've liked about the um, chat room is that they've started talking to each other too. It's not,
Right.
just somewhere where they can hear us talk. They're talking back and forth to each other, and that means a lot to me actually. So
Right. Right. Right.
I'm glad everyone's friendly. Haven't had to eject anyone.
Yeah. Can someone ask me though? I did see.
That person posted that gift thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What
I
was
almost
was
said
was that
something,
was
but
that someone? Did anybody know who that person was?
they
That
posted
said,
like a gift thing, but it was a harmless thing. It was just
yeah.
hey Buxley, you're gonna have to record that and send that to us. Thanks for your podcast. That would be great. I I pay you a dime,
Hmm. I don't know.
maybe 2 dimes.
I don't know who it was.
So
I don't know who it was. Okay. I'm hungry.
all right, yeah, we're gonna go post the show. We're gonna go grab some of our food that we have, and we're gonna hop off of here. And thanks everybody.
Yep. We'll talk to y'all later. We'll have it up on the feed here shortly. I'll go ahead and um, what was I gonna say?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go ahead and at least start the YouTube upload.
Okay.
Oh, I need to give you the key to Hearthstone also.
Okay.
Um, thanks again, Big G. Episode 124. Wave. But yeah, Mom cooked hamburgers and hot dogs,
Mm.
so we're gonna go. I'm gonna have a hamburger and hot dog. Oh gosh, I don't feel like getting up. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? iTunes, where you at? Is iTunes gonna take forever to come up? Um, what is this? Oh, I need to go to YouTube. That's right. I don't do this every week, right?
Mhm.
I don't do this every week.
Mhm.
I know we're still live. It's like y'all looking. It's like y'all looking in. Oh, let me give you the email. Let me IM it to you. Let me IM it to you.
Uh.
Oh, it's not that. I gotta talk to the people at what's that thing called at my Minecraft hosting. They billed me again for my Minecraft server that I canceled.
That's not good.
It's not. It's all good though. It's Chrome notification. It's content manager. Where's my Google? Where's my Google? Where my Google at, babe? There it is. Renee, there you are. There's the info. Oh, and here's the beta key. There you go.
Thanks.
There you go. There
There
you
you
go.
go. There
There you
you
go.
go.
There
There
you
you
go.
go.
Where you at?
Yeah,
Where you at?
yeah,
Where you at?
yeah,
Where you at?
yeah.
Peanut butter jelly
Yeah,
time. Peanut
peanut
butter
butter
jelly
jelly
time.
time.
Yeah.
Peanut butter
Peanut
jelly.
time.
Yeah, yeah.
Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Can I post a gift from here? Yeah. What gift? What? The
No photo stream's not doing right. Come on now.
Babe, look at that gift.
What? Let me look. Hold on.
Oh my god. Oh.
Hold on. It's still loading. It's going slow. That's awesome.
Oh my gosh. Who did that? Did freaking not Punk Gopher iconic name,
Ironic name.
ironic name. Oh my gosh. I'm favoring that. Oh my, I'm saving that. Saving that and I'm favoring that. Oh my
I'm still.
goodness.
Oh God. See, it's still going slow because it's still loading. There it is.
Man, thank you all.
Thank you
Man, thanks for
all.
sharing it because oh man, I don't know if I would oh dude, that's awesome. That is awesome. All right, let me I said I was gonna go eat, but I keep doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, don't judge me.
Not
Don't judge
judging.
me, babe. Don't judge me. When's the last time I said that? It's been a
Wow.
while. Episode 124.
I'm trying to add some media, but my
Oh,
stuff's not working.
oh, yeah. Hey, you all. Um,
Hey, girl.
we're doing. Hey, girl. We're doing Brick. Um, since we didn't get to watch it last week, so we're gonna just keep Brick. That's why we didn't roll this week.
Maybe because I don't. Oh, my phone. It hasn't had a chance to update my photo stream yet.
What are you talking about?
Oh, my photo stream doesn't seem to be updated.
Oh, you may have to stop. There's a process you can stop and start, or you can just reboot. It gets like that. It gets like that, girl. All right. So that's converting. YouTube's right there. I'm going to go to press the upload button. Yes.
So Todd Eaton put out on the tadpole that he's watching a Cards Against Humanity live, an improv show with the game's creators and the Nerdalog comedy troupe of
That's
Chicago.
awesome.
It's unofficial. Ugh,
Okay.
that'd be so funny.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I
All
gotta stop.
right, bye everybody.
I can't upload. I can't upload this video until I stop. I just realized that.
All right,
All right.
bye everybody. See
You all
y'all.
have a great night.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm trying to turn it off. Click broadcast. There. Yep. That's the button. Bye.